Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And the offensive starters for Dallas.
The number 4 overall pick in the 2010 draft is left tackle Trent Williams. And oftentimes we talk about a guy of his potential and say just plug him in at left tackle for the next 10 years. But rarely does that work out.
In this case, it's been spot on.
A 7-time Pro Bowler, he patrols the blind side of all of his quarterbacks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky to throw. Cooper's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run the counter. Samuels, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he finds Beasley complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Green Bay.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 45 on second down, Cousins. Thomas has got it, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play fake. Cousins. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4.
Offense.
And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one goes against Deion Dawkins. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Let's look at the defensive starters now for Dallas. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Cousins pass, complete to Allen Hurns. Touchdown, Green Bay.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Cousins. Completes it to Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Freeman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Cousins, and that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
necessarily look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
It's now 2nd and 6. 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Barnes, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Green Bay.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Barnes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alex Barnes, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score, Packers 14.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. From the 39, Cousins. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Hearns brings it in. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Kick is good. Makes the score, Packers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Samuels. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Massive on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Come on now, let's go!
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time,
You know those.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going
not,
on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Trubisky on first down. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Trubisky to throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Sturgis is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead in Big D as we get you back to AT&T Stadium in Dallas and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Moncrief brings it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now it's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 29, Cousins. This is caught by Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. 1st down, here's Cousins.
Well, he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then curls back inside for the completion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Cousins on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's caught. Cooper. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Callaway taking it in left side. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught by Moncrief. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Trubisky's pass, incomplete, intended for Jalen Samuels.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Freeman, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Freeman again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down, Green Bay.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming after you.
Third and goal for Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
On first down, Trubisky, and he finds Beasley, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Trubisky, that one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Here's Weber. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll run again here with Weber. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Trubisky will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Weber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Keenan Allen, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left, still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now left side on the swing pass. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.